As a cinema enthusiast, I can't help but reflect on the prestigious journey of the Best Actor Academy Award, an honor bestowed annually since 1929. Uh, did you know that the first recipient, Emil Jannings, earned it not once, but twice for his remarkable performances in The Last Command and The Way of All Flesh? Since then, this coveted statuette has been presented 97 times to 86 exceptional actors. Receiving this award is undoubtedly a career milestone, but it also casts a light on the pressure that follows the next project. Will it live up to the acclaim of the role that brought them the gold? Here's a look at 32 films starring Oscar-winning actors post their victories and how they were received. Cillian Murphy, following his impressive portrayal of physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer in Christopher Nolan's blockbuster movie Oppenheimer, and winning the 2024 Oscar for Best Actor, Cillian Murphy opted for a more low-key role next seconded Frank. In the 2024 adaptation of Claire Keegan's novel Small Things Like These, Murphy went back to his homeland, Ireland, to portray Dill, a quiet coal merchant and father of 5 who was wrestling internally with the cruel truths of the infamous Magdalene laundries. Although Small Things Like These didn't replicate the award-winning success of Oppenheimer, Murphy's deeply moving performance was highly acclaimed by critics. And, Joaquin Phoenix, after multiple nominations over the course of his lengthy career, Joaquin Phoenix finally won the Best Actor award in 2020 for his captivating portrayal of the disillusioned clown Arthur Fleck in Todd Phillips' film. Following this memorable role, Phoenix starred in the 2021 Mike Mills dramedy, a performance largely based on improvisation. In this film, he played a middle-aged radio journalist who was responsible for looking after his nephew, Woody Norman. While traveling for work, Phoenix received a nomination for Outstanding Lead Performance at the Gotham Awards, and the movie was selected by the National Board of Review as one of the top 10 independent films of the year. Will Smith, 2022 saw an extraordinary night for Will Smith as he claimed the Oscar for Best Actor, marking his 3rd nomination with wins for King Richard, following earlier nods for Ali and The Pursuit of Happiness. The limelight that comes with winning an Oscar is intense, but the added attention from the ceremony made his post-slap comeback all the more under scrutiny. His next project was the 2022 film Emancipation, where he portrayed a runaway slave in 1860s Louisiana. While the movie received mixed reactions, Smith's performance earned him the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Actor in a Motion Picture. That was despite Anthony Hopkins earning 6 Oscar nominations throughout his distinguished acting career, including his latest win for 2021's The Father. It was his portrayal of the chilling villain Dr. Hannibal Lecter in the 1991 movie The Silence of the Lambs that earned him his first Academy Award. And living up to such an iconic character proved challenging. And unfortunately, Hopkins' subsequent film, the 1992 sci-fi flick Free Jack, co-starring Emilio Estevez and Mick Jagger, was a critical and commercial flop. On The Late Show with David Letterman, Hopkins himself described the movie as awful. Leonardo DiCaprio, who had been nominated 5 times before, seemed to experience a recurring feeling of being the bridesmaid, but never the bride in terms of the Academy Awards property. However, he broke that pattern when he won the Best Actor Oscar for his intense and grueling performance in Alejandro G. Iñárritu's 2015 film, The Revenant. In contrast to the harsh environment portrayed in The Revenant, DiCaprio's subsequent role was a more comfortable one as he moved from the cold and stormy American Midwest to sunny Los Angeles for Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This film earned 10 nominations at the 92nd Academy Awards, with DiCaprio receiving recognition for his individual performance. Denzel Washington. Previously, Denzel Washington had received a Best Supporting Actor Oscar for his role as a Civil War soldier in the 1989 war drama Glory. However, it was his portrayal of the corrupt LAPD officer Alonzo Harris in the 2001 crime thriller Training Day that earned him his first major Best Actor award. Following this success, Washington delivered another striking performance as the title character in the 2002 drama John Q, directed by Nick Cassavetes. In this film, Washington played a desperate father who takes hostages in a hospital emergency room to ensure his son receives a heart transplant. Regrettably, despite positive feedback for Washington's acting, the movie itself only managed a 26% rating from critics on Rotten Tomatoes. Robert De Niro. 6 years following his victory for Best Supporting Actor in The Godfather Part 2, Robert De Niro clinched the Best Actor award for his remarkable portrayal of boxing champion Jake LaMotta in Martin Scorsese's Raging Bull. The subsequent year, De Niro swapped boxing gloves for a Bible to essay the role of a Roman Catholic Monsignor in True Confessions, alongside another esteemed actor from Godfather, Robert Duvall. Although most reviews for this 1981 film were favorable, William F. Buckley Jr. of the National Review was critical. Robert De Niro is ill-suited for the role. He never completely convinces us. Matthew McConaughey, following standout roles in 2011's Lincoln Lawyer and 2012's Magic Mike, the period known as Matthew McConaughey's career resurgence, or the McConaissance, was firmly established a year later. His Oscar-winning depiction of Ron Woodroof, a cowboy diagnosed with AIDS, in the biopic Dallas Buyers Club. Notably, despite having less screen time, McConaughey's subsequent performance was equally impactful and intense, and meme-worthy extended cameo as Mark Hanna in Martin Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is not only renowned for being a cherished actor by many, but he also has a significant place in film history. He is among an exclusive group of actors who have won 2 consecutive Academy Awards for acting, specifically after receiving the Best Actor Oscar for his emotional portrayal of HIV-positive lawyer Andrew Beckett in Philadelphia. Hanks went on to win another for his role as Forrest Gump in the title character's part in the same year, 1995. Rami Malek. In 2019, Rami Malek won an Oscar for his portrayal of Freddie Mercury in the movie Bohemian Rhapsody. After that, he showcased his vocal talents again, not in a musical performance this time, as a voice actor playing Chi-Chi, a gorilla, in the film Dolittle. Interestingly, Robert Downey Jr., who is set to work with Malek in Oppenheimer, starred as the title character in Dolittle. Unfortunately, the family-friendly movie was panned by critics. Courtney Howard of Variety wrote that instead of being an awe-inspiring adventure, it became a disappointing one due to a dull formula and an excessive focus on bathroom humor. Adrien Brody, 2003 saw Adrien Brody making Oscar history when he clinched the Best Actor award at the Academy Awards for his role as Władysław Szpilman in Roman Polanski's war drama, The Pianist, at just 29 years old, making him the youngest actor to claim victory in that category. And subsequently, later in the same year, he ventured into a different genre with the musical crime comedy, The Singing Detective. This film centered around a mystery writer, Robert Downey Jr., who delves into his detective tales through his imagination and hallucinations. Unfortunately, The Singing Detective received a 39% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Jamie Foxx. 2004 proved to be an exceptionally successful year for Jamie Foxx, with not just one, but outstanding performances that earned him recognition. He won the Academy Award for Best Actor for his role as Ray Charles in the biopic Ray, and was also nominated for Best Supporting Actor for his partners in the crime film Collateral. While it would be challenging for any actor to replicate such a stellar achievement, Fox's subsequent project, the 2005 military action movie Stealth, co-starring Josh Lucas and Jessica Biel, was panned by critics like Roger Ebert, who referred to it as a stink bomb. Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis, a renowned acting icon, has earned the title of having the most Best Actor awards with 3 wins from 6 nominations. His initial victory was for portraying Christy Brown, a writer and artist born with cerebral palsy in the 1989 drama My Left Foot. Although he went on to play historical figures like Abraham Lincoln and Bill the Butcher later, his immediate subsequent role was as an Irish-American dentist traveling through Argentina in the largely unmemorable 1989 dramedy Ever Smile, New Jersey, with Jack Nicholson. In 1976, Jack Nicholson won his first of 3 Academy Awards for his outstanding portrayal of Randall McMurphy in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Later that year, he appeared as cattle rustler Tom Logan in the Western movie The Missouri Breaks, directed by Arthur Penn, tells the drain of Coal Point. Coincidentally, this film was released following Nicholson's own Oscar win and Marlon Brando's award for The Godfather. Despite the high anticipation surrounding the release, the film underperformed critically and commercially, earning a reputation as a flop. Marlon Brando, one of the most legendary film actors ever, Marlon Brando earned 8 Oscar nominations throughout his long and illustrious career. He took home 2 statuettes, with the first one being for his mesmerizing portrayal of Terry Malloy, prizefighter turned longshoreman in the 1954 crime drama, often regarded as one of the best acting performances in history. However, his subsequent role as Napoleon Bonaparte in the historical romance didn't secure him any awards. Instead, at that time, praised his performance as an exceptional demonstration of acting skills. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Philip Seymour Hoffman, who tragically passed away, had previously established himself as a dynamic and essential supporting actor through films such as The Talented Mr. Ripley, Almost Famous, Magnolia, and 25th Hour. However, his Academy Award-winning performance as author Truman Capote in the 2005 film Capote, catapulted him into the League of Leading Men. Uh, um, in the ensuing years, he earned 3 more Oscar nominations, yet his next role was a fan favorite rather than an awards contender, playing arms dealer Owen Davian in Mission Impossible 3. Russell Crowe, in 2000, Russell Crowe's portrayal of Maximus Decimus Meridius in the epic film Gladiator, set in Rome, captivated both spectators and critics alike, resulting in him winning the Best Movie Actor Oscar at the 73rd Academy Awards. And they appointed their science-like and minimum with a secondary vote. Captivators happy in power. Interestingly, Crowe was nominated for the same award the following year for his role as John Forbes Nash Jr., an American mathematician in the biographical drama A Beautiful Mind. However, Denzel Washington from the movie Training Day took home the prize that year. Jean Dujardin achieved global recognition through his role as George Valentin in the 2011 silent film The Artist. This victory marked a significant milestone for him, as he became the first French actor to win the Best Actor Oscar. Despite his growing Hollywood presence, Dujardin chose to continue working in France, appearing next in the 2012 comedy anthology film The Players, which also starred Gilles Lelouch. Each of them was involved not only as actors, but also as directors and writers, contributing separate segments to the project. Nicolas Cage. The cinematic journey of Nicolas Cage spans a diverse range, encompassing critically acclaimed titles such as Raising Arizona, Moonstruck, and Adaptation, along with straight-to-video films. However, it's reassuring that his 1995 drama, Leaving Las Vegas, belongs to the former category, earning Cage an Academy Award for Best Actor as Benny Sanderson. Ironically, this isn't one of Nicolas Cage's preferred Nick Cage movies. His subsequent film was the 1996 action thriller The Rock, which brought him another accolade, the Best On-Screen Duo Award at the MTV Movie Awards, shared with co-star Sean Connery. Eddie Redmayne. Eddie Redmayne, a well-known British actor, received the prestigious Academy Award for Best Actor in 2014 for his role as Stephen Hawking in the biographical drama. However, this career success was quickly overshadowed by a low point, a Razzie Award, a joke award given for movie flops for Worst Supporting Actor in 2015's Space Opera. In fact, even he acknowledged that his performance wasn't good. Sidney Poitier. In 1964, Sidney Poitier made groundbreaking history as the first Black actor to win the Academy Award for Best Actor for his role in Lilies of the Field. The following year, he shifted gears from that landmark performance to star in the tense Cold War thriller The Bedford Incident, playing a civilian photographer on a U.S. Navy ship entangled in complex dealings with a Soviet submarine. Despite Bosley Crowther of the New York Times stating that the storyline strays from believability, other critics held a different opinion. The film boasts an impressive 86% certified fresh rating. Sean Penn. In 2004, after 3 Best Actor nominations had come my way, I finally won the Academy Award for my chilling portrayal of a tormented, vengeful father whose daughter was murdered in Clint Eastwood's neo-noir film Mystic River. Later that year, I found myself once more immersed in a crime thriller. This one being the assassination of Richard Nixon. which was based on the tale of the president's would-be assassin, Samuel Bick, during the mid-1970s. Critics didn't find the film as powerful as Mystic River, but they did appreciate the intriguing true story and my compelling performance within it. Roberto Benigni, 1998's Oscar wins are still fondly remembered, none more so than Roberto Benigni's. This was especially dramatic when presenter Sophia Loren called out Roberto as Benigni danced his way onto the stage to accept the Best Actor award for his role in the Holocaust tragicomedy, making him the first winner for a non-English language performance. The following year, Benigni starred in a drastically different movie, a French-Italian-German comedy adventure flick alongside Gerard Depardieu and Christian Clavier. This film was a massive hit at the box office. Al Pacino, a prominent figure in contemporary cinema, has earned 8 Academy Award nominations, among which are those for his roles in the Godfather series Serpico and the timeless crime drama Dog Day Afternoon. And it wasn't until 1992 when he won the Best Actor Oscar for portraying Frank Slade in Scent of a Woman that he garnered even greater attention from viewers. This victory influenced scrutiny on his subsequent role as Nuyorican gangster Carlito Brigante in the crime drama Carlito's Way, directed by De Palma. Critics' reviews for this performance were generally favorable. Ben Kingsley playing iconic figures in biographical films based on real-life stories can be a challenging endeavor, particularly when the subject is so renowned that they are only known by the name Motor in Actus, and most itself is a bad part of life to end, and we know you and there will ever, and that means most of those same. For instance, the 1982 epic film Gandhi, centered around Mahatma Gandhi, the Indian political and spiritual leader, portrayed by Sir Ben Kingsley under the direction of Richard Attenborough. Fortunately for them, the movie won the Best Picture accolade, and Kingsley was honored with the Best Actor award. And while his subsequent project, a 1983 film adaptation of Harold Pinter's play Betrayal, didn't receive Oscar recognition, it was generally praised by critics. Humphrey Bogart, as a film enthusiast, it's quite astonishing that Humphrey Bogart didn't bag an Oscar for his unforgettable portrayal of Rick Blaine in the 1942 timeless masterpiece. Believe it or not, it would take another 8 years for Old Bogey to claim his Best Actor trophy with his performance as Canadian mechanic Charlie Allnut. Opposite the way is steamed Katharine Hepburn's role as Rose Sayer in a Seminy post-Oscar. His next project was the 1952 noir film, where praised him for delivering a compelling performance throughout the story of a big city newspaper editor who uncovers a gangster's criminal activities to this captain work. As a fervent admirer, I can confidently say that I was utterly captivated by my own portrayal of Ugandan dictator Idi Amin in the 2006 historical drama, The Last King of Scotland. This role, undoubtedly one of my finest performances, earned me the prestigious Best Actor Oscar in 2007. Later that year, I graced the screen in the ensemble crime drama The Air I Breathe, sharing the limelight with Kevin Bacon, Julie Delpy, and Brendan Fraser. Despite the film receiving mostly unfavorable reviews, several critics acknowledged my performance, with Annabelle Robertson at Crosswalk remarking, Whitaker in particular is exceptionally sympathetic in his role, feat that stands out even more after his chilling portrayal of the evil dictator in The Last King of Scotland, Dustin Hoffman. Following 3 Best Actor nominations, the esteemed new Hollywood figure Dustin Hoffman eventually won his first Academy Award in 1980 for portraying a couple experiencing a heart-wrenching divorce, accompanied by the equally outstanding Meryl Streep in Kramer versus Existence. Kramer. The following year, Hoffman took on another iconic role, that of Michael Dorsey and Dorothy Michaels in the cherished 1982 comedy Tootsie, which earned him yet another Best Actor in Basic. Gary Oldman, in the 2017 historical drama, Gary Oldman was almost unmissable due to his extensive prosthetics as British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, a role that eventually earned him an Academy Award for Best Actor, marking his second nomination following his work, and his subsequent performance was equally remarkable, though not quite as applauded. Oldman lent his voice to the artificial intelligence in the 2018 sci-fi thriller, which currently boasts a dismal critical rating of 27% on Rotten Tomatoes. Laurence Olivier, among the most renowned Shakespearean actors on screen, the legendary Laurence Olivier played and directed versions of 3 of the Bard's most well-known works, Henry V and Richard III. 1955. His performance as the Prince of Denmark earned him an Academy Award for Best Actor. After embodying one of history's most iconic characters, Olivier showcased his versatility by making a brief appearance as an unnamed policeman in the 1951 drama The Magic Box. A clever and praised cameo that the New York Times described as an enjoyable extravagance. Casey Affleck delivered an emotionally crushing portrayal as a father mourning the death of his 3 children in Kenneth Lonergan's heartrending film Manchester by the Sea in 2017. This powerful performance earned him the Best Actor award from the Academy. Later that year, Affleck delved into love and loss, again with the critically acclaimed supernatural drama A Ghost Story. Critics, including Richard Brody of The New Yorker, highly praised this film, even listing it among the top films of the past decade. Brendan Fraser saw a remarkable resurgence in his acting career when he won the Oscar for Best Actor, playing a morbidly obese homebound English teacher in Darren Aronofsky's melodrama, The Whale, 2022. He continued to secure prestigious roles, with his next credit being attorney W.S. Hamilton in Martin Scorsese's crime drama Killers of the Flower Moon, 2022, a film that was nominated for 10 Academy Awards, including Best Picture.